Hey everybody, welcome back to Starfyre Gaming. I am Sir Joseph and this is Baldur's Gate 3. We just got through wiping out all of the firework people. So we're going to go through and do some looting and keep exploring.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
No, 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 no!
Let's talk. One day I'll catch a break.
Why don't we just retrace our steps?
Great idea. Do you remember
Tamara,
which way we came?
I know our Torah Maker friend is part of the cause, but what I have seen is worryingly unstable. The last thing we want is to be held accountable for his activities. If he comes in looking for more stock, tell him we're undersupplied. I'd rather not have the shop's good name ruined. Well, it's too late for that.
I'm going to ask for directions.
No, you mustn't. The city is full of criminals. We can't let them know we're vulnerable.
Installation of self-destruction element in the Iron Throne was successful. Used majority of explosives ordered. No questions asked. None answered. Gortash will be pleased. Alright, so Gortash wasn't lying. My dear fellow Avery, you have done well so far, but do allow the production of smoke powder to flag. No one will question a firework shortage in case of a crisis. Never fear, my friend. I take personal interest in your shop to cover any loss of income. My sincerest wishes to your success, G.
Left, right. Down the stairs and
Let's have a look. Wish I had a bag of holding.
Goods delivered. Steelwatch Foundry, Rivington Toymaker, Wormrock Fortress. Payment on delivery. Restock scheduled for 2 10-day hence.
left, right.
Steelwatch Foundry switches. Requested 6. Delivered 5. 1 in production. A heroic portrait of Gortash. Okay.
shall we?
Let's get going. Another step forward.
Firework they have, which you still you.
Sausage.
Shorty.
I might firework. You throw it. If it hits a fist, it might blow them up. I bet you a million steel one wouldn't let that.
Once it's lit, you commit.
Something good here, I hope.
Can't get involved in this. You won't listen to him, kid. You've got
Here goes nothing.
Downstairs. We already came down here, if I remember correctly. Yeah, we already came down here. We'll go out this basement door, though.
What about the smell?
Are the gods truly this petty?
Probably just a dead cat. Maybe a few dead cats.
Where'd my sandals?
How's a
It's
dead
all here.
cat
Balder's
making a
mouth
stink
does it.
like that?
Please, kind sir.
Is there any way in this building?
An entire edition dedicated to
You can smell that, right? Bloody rotten it is.
paying the mouth-sync fees.
What am I supposed to do then? Miscreants creeping around, a stink like death itself.
Distinct whiff of undeath to this place. Though, curious. I can't say I've ever noticed the same about you, Astarion.
My whiff is very faint, thank you. Nothing a little bergamot, rosemary, and a hint of aged brandy can't hide. It's the perfect olfactory disguise for a corpse. Honestly, I miss my calling as a perfumer.
10,000 XP to level. Oh, that's not what I want to do.
How delicious.
That's what I want to do.
Shorty, bless these roots. To the shadows. Quick and quiet.
Just got it.
Awaken.
Still breathing, despite everything.
As I know you can.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
What am I supposed to do then? Miscreants creeping around, a stink like death itself.
I will cure you.
Hear some noise.
You carry strange tidings.
Some help you are. Where's the steel watch when you need it?
You have done well. You are released.
So what exactly did you see?
Don't really know, but he was up to no good.
Huh.
You do not have an appointment. What possible reason could you have to enter the presence of Mystic Carrion?
I don't remember Oscar. Mystic Carrion, are you some sort of fortune teller?
I am not. I am a spirit medium. One capable of bridging the void between the living and the unliving, this plane and the next. You do not possess the aptitude to attempt such a journey, nor are you the caliber of client I would usually offer to escort.
You must be very selective. I've never heard anyone mention you.
My name is known to those who matter. So is my discretion. The living hold such superstition about communing with the dead. As such, my patrons prefer to use my services in the strictest confidence.
What do these services involve?
Whatever the customer desires. Or at least, whatever they can afford. Each brings their own desperation. Some crave a word of solace. Some wish to see, to summon, to torment. I provide for them all, according to their merit. You are not deserving of such a gift. Unless you've some other purpose here, our consultation is at an end.
Well, I've come to discuss your client, Oscar. He's been possessed.
The painter. Yes, I remember. He wanted to contact a tormented spirit. I gave him exactly what he desired, and for a pittance, given the complexity of his request. His inability to follow simple instructions is hardly my fault. If he wanted his safety guaranteed, that would have cost him extra.
Who was he trying to contact?
My clients are guaranteed absolute privacy in their consultations with myself and my spirits. I assume you came to me seeking an exorcism? I can provide you with the means to perform such a ceremony, but you understand, this is my livelihood. First, you must do something for me.
What kind of service?
Do not worry. It is of an earthly nature. It regards a conduit of mine, Thrombo, who has recently deserted his duties. He has not gone far, but given the sensitivity of his nature, I would prefer that he is not free to roam the city. Return Thrombo's body to me. Then I will give you what you need to cleanse Oscar of his spectral interloper.
Baldur Gate's a big city. Name's not much to go on.
Had I thought you were the type to shout his name from the rooftops, I would never have offered you the job. Thrombo is not alone in his ingratitude. He has led others in my service astray. 3 of them, beggars and zombies alike. The others lack even Thrombo's modicum of intelligence. It should be no great task to wring his location from one of them.
Thrombo. You agree to free Oscar.
Then, with the spirits herein our witnesses, the arrangement is made. They will follow your progress with great interest. As will I.
So there was that dude that was zombie-like that we met over by the pier. Right there. The map agreed.
Please, kind sir, can you spare a few coins to feed my son? He's sick and likely to die. Please, sir. Oh, please.
Fresh, tasty fish, straight from the wave mother's bosom.
He decided that shutting the door.
I told you already. This spot's taken.
Hello, Thrumbo. Mystic Carrion told me all about you.
Mystic? Carrion? You're working for him? Oh no. No, no. I knew he wouldn't let us leave in peace. You don't have to help him. He's the one you should be after, not me.
Why?
You've met him. How can you need more justification than that? He murdered me. Murdered my friends. Snatched us right up from the dockside and made us these things. Monsters. Fit for gutting and grinding and desecrating the dead. He constantly abuses us. Makes us do the worst things you can imagine. There used to be 5 of us. My friend Talus, he couldn't take it anymore. One day, I saw him drive a coffin nail right through Carrion's skull. Then another, and another. We thought he had done it. Freed us all. Then when dawn came, Talus seized up suddenly like something had got a grip of him. We ran to help, but he just exploded. I got so much blood and pulp in my eyes. When I looked back, Carrion was just stood there, completely unharmed.
Do you know how Carrion brought himself back?
If I knew that, I'd have tried to kill him myself. I know this is gonna sound strange, but I've been watching him, trying to figure it out, and I think he's a mummy lord.
He does seem rather keen on bandages.
He likes to pretend he's not a walking corpse like the rest of us. Beneath those rags, he's as rotten as we are. After Talus died, Carrion blindfolded me and took me into a strange place. A foul and ancient place. Somewhere the living wouldn't dare to tread. Down there, he showed me a jar. Said it contained the secret to eternal life. And if I behaved, he would share it with me. I think it was his heart. I'm not stupid. I know what he did to my friend. Gods, how I'd love to smash that bastard jar. That's how you kill mummy lords, you know.
I'll find the jar. Or find and destroy the jar. Where should I start?
I'm not sure. But in the house, beneath Carrion's salon, there's a chamber. He never lets anyone down there, so it must be hiding something important. Perhaps it's there. But be careful if you return to Carrion. He'll know you spoke to me. Make sure he doesn't see or smell you. He'll turn you into one of us, and he'll know I sent you. I don't want to die like Talus did. I want to live. Well, you know what I mean.
All right, back to Carrion. Well, back to his house.
To die. Please. Oh, please.
Arrest the smell?
Some help you are.
Arrest the smell. All right, so what we need to do.
Keep your distance, darling.
Then we get a star in. Be all sneaky like. Shut this door.
Looking ahead.
All right. So there's no
Come closer, spirits.
no hatch there, so let's go explore it upstairs.
Moving ahead.
Awaken, little one. Flower will be
Well, this door is locked.
Let's crack it open.
No time to rest. Can't slow down.
Another monstrosity. What do we got over here? Stairs going up. Let's check out the door. Oop. Evil, evil, evil. Father carrying my arse. You're nothing but a scam artist. They say you're a necessary evil if you want to talk to your loved ones, but I say you're just plain evil. As soon as I find evidence, or as soon as I have enough evidence to report you, you can expect a visit from the Fist. Better yet, the Steel Watch.
What a day. Easy.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Ugh.
Oh, that smell. These corpses aren't the freshest.
This place is rather disgusting. Bag of rotten food. A stone wall. A ladder.
Strange times.
A hatch. egg. Healing potion. A small hole. Potion of gaseous form. Arcane cultivation. Booze. Loud killing eye bite. Big pot. Ooh, another healing potion. Accuracy. Mummy's memories. Some mortals might wonder why a mummy lord would abandon a subterranean crypt where he has abided for several hundred lifetimes, safely conducting delicate experiments into the very nature of life and its so-called opposite, death, and trade all that for a perilous existence in a ramshackle waterfront house in the cesspit of Baldur's Gate. Some mortals might be morons. An entity of erudition and taste must naturally have a keen appreciation for what the surface world has to offer. The lilt of music and the lyricism of poetry, the cry of seagulls over Gray Harbor at sunset, the touch of a soft, non-decayed hand. You don't need a nose to savor a fine wine. All of these things and more I have earned through my dedication to esoteric studies, but all of these things, as well as rare alchemy ingredients, alembics, and athanors, cost money, a lot of it. Thus my new career as a high-priced and exclusive mystic consultant to the wealthy of the upper city. I have my needs, and they will not be denied.
A secret lair in the Undercity ruins. What was Carrion doing there?
Umbo asks us to turn against him. He warned us the mystic will keep resurrecting unless we find the jar his heart is in and destroy it. Discovered mystic Carrion used to work from an ancient subterranean crypt. If we find this lair, we're bound to find some of his most well-guarded secrets. We might have luck looking for it somewhere in the sewers. Alright. Necromantic codexes.
Don't waste a step.
Probably just a dead cat.
Oh, please.
Alright. So the sewers are going to have some stuff. That leads to... There was another way through here. This finding a way to get... There's got to be another way to get there, I would hope. So we're not, you know, having the Iron Throne blown up. And this here, I think, was closed off, if I remember correctly. This is Cazador's palace.
Probably just a dead cat.
Not to mention the parchment quality of the Gazette.
Couldn't figure any way to get into Cazador's.
Comes to magical.
At least I didn't see any initially.
Some fancies, but I know.
Anyway, we just going to let what's his name and his...
What do you think happened to the Albrights anyway?
Knock it off because of the accident.
Latest Baldur's Mouth edition. Oh, dinosaur.
Sorry, but I'm a little busy here.
I have something to ask.
Have you seen what she's doing? Counting gold in front of a beggar. It's like eating bread in front of a starving child.
Here.
Thank you, sir. At least some people in this world know kindness. Excuse me, madam. Hello. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Excuse me, sir. Just for a little gold.
It's like
9,
a whining
10,
or something.
11.
Maybe if you're quiet, I'll hear it. Coin maiden guard your coffers.
If you need help, sire, just speak to the clerks.
I don't suppose you really have much use for gold, do you, Astarion?
What's wrong with you now?
It's not required, but it is nice.
Counting
to have.
house.
It buys any number of ways
A
to...
list of politely phrased advisories from the Fellowship of Financiers.
Go on then. Coyness isn't in your
Maybe
nature.
he did.
What would you do with unlimited funds?
Let's just say blood tastes better from a gold goblet. And so
Customers are asked to follow all instructions promptly and without resistance.
Maybe I will. Maybe I won't.
Reminder from the head banker for the new hires. Memories of names of our legacy vault holders. These clients are not to be interfered with. They come and go as they please. Vault 1, Lorican. Vault 2, Janeth. Vault 3, Zar. Vault 4, Gray. Vault 5, Ravengard. Vault 6, Gortash. Vault 7, Keen. Vault 8, Devere. Vault 9, Glitterbeard. Well, we have a Raven Guard with us on Vault 5. And Laura can in Vault 1 is dead.
You have the natural elegance of a dancer.
Wouldn't loiter too long here, sir. Makes the guards nervous.
Wonder if we can go upstairs. Nope, they're not stopping us, so. There is a locked double door. Or not locked, but a red door. There we are. Could go in it, but there are guards in there, and I'm sure they'll have something to say about it. So let's.
Stop shifting around.
And there's an alarm.
I'm just keeping an eye on Glitterbeard's office.
Let's deal with this one later. We'll come back.
You can call me Breed. Nothing more valuable than secret.
There's 30 in that pouch.
Yeah, there's no
18, no, 17.
quest there.
Oh, that won't do. One at a time. Just go inside now.
Let's make our way over here.
If this was Ruby Tonic, you could keep it.
Never been so hot. Ahead. I am totally not an astronaut.
When I'm through, if you like, little safest place in the city, too.
Those clanking great steel watches. Bloody hate them. No matter what the math says.
Okay, let's go down this path.
The Lodge, meeting house of the Society of Brilliance.
Society of Brilliance.
It's peaceful, isn't it?
Peaceful for the moment.
The only moment we're living in is this one. Worry about the next one when it comes.
Heavens, what's the hold-up? I dare say the wait is shorter in the City of Judgment.
The only moment we're living in is this one. Worry about the next one when it comes.
But I made a delivery to the docks just yesterday.
Sorry, citizen.
It's hard to explain, but
a surface dweller. You find yourself in the cradle of all knowledge relating to the Underdark. The Society of Brilliance. Tell me, what can the Society do for you?
I met an expeditioner claiming to work for you. She sought a Githyanki egg.
Yes, dear Lady Esther, one of our most reliable contractors. Though unfortunately, this particular request was too much even for her. I don't suppose you've stumbled across any Githyanki eggs during your travels. The Society will compensate you for any we purchase, of course.
What will you do with it?
Study it, of course. The Githyanki have been a source of great debate in the Society circles in recent months. You are no doubt aware that citizens of the Underdark are held in great suspicion by those who live above ground. Many believe us to be evil. The Githyanki face similar prejudice, But I believe if hatched in a less violent, more intellectually stimulating environment, the child can overcome its evil predispositions.
What does this intellectually stimulating upbringing look like?
In the literal sense, I will need to induce the egg to hatch via the application of certain currents to the creature inside. Once out of the shell, I plan to take a twofold approach. The enforced repetition of sound, moral principle from the Paterian Code, alongside a series of psionic pulses administered to the cerebral tissue. Assuming I can accelerate its growth, I should have conclusive findings within a year or two at the most.
You would teach the child virtue, but rear it without patience? Curious.
Tell me then, philosopher, if patience delays the fostering of the other virtues, can it be rightly called virtuous?
By your words, any virtue delaying patience would itself be unvirtuous.
And therein lies your fault. You would have us argue in circles until the egg hatches naturally. Time we do not have. My findings could change the perception of Githyanki and the peoples of the Underdark for generations to come.
And what if your experiment fails?
If the child remains evil after the experiment is concluded, it will be destroyed. Such is the fate of all you specimens. Now, I'm eager to get started. So will you sell me the egg?
No.
Then I will source another subject, and the experiment will be completed without your involvement. Progress may be delayed, but I assure you, it can never be stopped.
You're a goober face.
I heard laughter this morning. At me, perhaps?
Let's go talk to her. Nope, not that. Stop walking.
I'm compiling a translation dictionary so warring species of the Underdark can understand each other. It's an essential step forward.
Makes sense.
Must remember, it's ch in the back of the throat.
So much Underdark strife comes from vying for scarce minerals. I seek to invent new, easier ways to find such ores. From plenty comes peace.
All right, well.
Why can't a man be passionate about mineral ores?
There's the one we haven't talked to.
Once I publish my paper proving that it's just hyena mite infections that make gnolls so angry, I'll be famous.
Okay.
The long vowel shift in Middle Kobold is fascinating.
Research on the surface
A
stops.
curious, passionate collection of notes about ores.
Night. I still
Right.
can't get used to that.
The origins of evil. Demons, devils, mind flayers, drow, githyanki. What do these creatures have in common? Conventional wisdom suggests that it is that quality we call evil. But how wise is this really? After all, scrape one layer beneath the surface and one finds that there are other common denominators, perhaps far more common to the individual experience than the ill-defined notion of evil. Following pages seem to detail various arguments for the origins of evil, finding its root in generational suffering, the gods, the self, and the environment, but settle on no firm conclusions. Helps if I get my fingers in the right part of the keyboard.
Strange to think that I'm both brilliant and extremely attractive.
Don't you have nothing else to do?
It's hard to explain, but
It's peaceful, isn't it? The only moment
let's go
you're
in here.
living in is this one. Worry about the next one when it comes.
I'm sorry. I don't think I can help you. I'm not fit for service.
He's a lovely man, Simon, but he's seen better days. Please, try not to disturb him.
All these people. There should be a home with their loved ones.
It's peaceful, isn't it?
There's a bunch of stuff up there. Let's go down here.
We'll get to them soon enough. Oh, this one's corked.
What are you looking at? We're allowed breaks. Contract says so.
All right, so we'll go down and explore this, but looking at the clock, it's time to call it a day. Thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. As always, like, subscribe, and comment. I appreciate that as well. I have been Sir Joseph. You guys are awesome. Until next time, stay safe out there, and I'll talk to you later.